Hey guys, welcome to the Investor's Guide of Memphis Real Estate. I am your host, Dean Harris, and as always, I'm with Douglas Skipworth. How are you, man?
Hey, man, doing great.
We're bringing you this podcast to give you the boots on the ground knowledge to be a successful real estate investor here in Memphis, Tennessee. Please like and subscribe to the Investor's Guide of Memphis Real Estate on our YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, wherever you listen to the show. Show sponsors are listed on your screen below. We would not be able to do this without their support. Triumph Construction, River City Title, Corlin Financial, CrestCore Property Management, and Will Griffin with Griffin, Clift, Everton, and Mashmeyer. I help buyers and sellers every day. If you've got a property to sell in Memphis, Dean at CrestCore.com. And if you'd like to be put on our buyer profile list where you receive the houses that we source, Dean at CrestCore.com, and I can help you there. What's up, man?
Hey, great.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing well.
Yeah, it's summertime. Great episode last.
Yes.
Investing in state versus out of state.
That was fun.
Great
that was
show.
Good. I love the comments.
Happy to bring that to you today. We're going to go shift a little bit. I have begun to receive phone calls this week. As you know, I say that a lot because I create these topics off what you guys are telling me, via emails or questions or whatever, however they come in. But when is it time to sell an investment property?
Oh, that's a good
There's
question.
a lot of factors with that.
Yeah.
Right? There's no one answer. There's no bell that rings and everybody lists their home.
Yeah. That's good.
So, my first was just obvious. The obvious comment is if if you're losing money year after year or month after month, it's time to sell that one.
Yes. Yeah.
I like to give it 3 years.
Yeah.
Some people don't have quite that much patience. I like to give it 3 years though, to try to see if I can settle it down and season it a little bit without major losses. I'm not talking about hundreds and hundreds every month, but I mean, if you're pushing and maybe you've got an extra little CapEx expenditure here and there that you're willing to eat because it's a good property in a good area, you might have a little bit longer of a runway than some. I give it 3 years. I have to admit I've gone past that before just because of the area and what it is, and they've bounced back.
Right.
So I've been happy that I've stuck with some of them. I've been stuck with some of them. But on others, I've looked at it and I've gone, dang, I should have moved to that quicker. And I'm in the process of doing something. Yeah,
that's good. And I've sold dozens, if more than dozens. Yeah. And because of that, because of what you said, and sometimes it's just a gut intuition tells you, man, something's not right. And sometimes the numbers are very obvious. That it's been too much, too long. And like you said, sometimes it's depending on where it is in the cycle. If you're putting on a roof, you're putting in a water heater, you're putting in a new HVAC system, you're having to put in new windows, you're having to redo kitchens, bathrooms, cabinets. Yeah. It depends if is this an investment or is it constant turnover, constant, for whatever reason, the tenant pool is changed. There's not what you expected, so that it doesn't have the economics from a cash flow perspective. So there's a lot to look at. I think for me, one of the little action items is to evaluate the property on a monthly and annual basis. Have something as far as numbers go.
Are you your own bookkeeper? I just know you have a skill set for that. Do you do your own? You have a bookkeeping?
No.
I do too.
Now I do some of my own analytical work.
Yeah.
Yes.
The bookkeeping work provides me with what I need to be analytical.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Yes.
I'm not over analytical. I wouldn't take that big pool of numbers and just dive into it myself and go, oh, here's what I've got. Yeah. I couldn't, but I do take the data from bookkeeping and look at it and go, holy cow, or what's going on here. So yes, I mean, everybody has their own way to do it. And each person is going to have a little bit longer or shorter runway of when is it time to sell. Right. Yes. You and I might have a longer threshold because we have houses that can support another one. And we might say, let's see a little bit. But if you've got 2 or 3 and it's running in the red for 6, 7, 8, 9 straight months, you might be going, what have I done?
Yeah. And I think for what I'm saying, the action item is have a way to evaluate it on an analytical, objective basis so that it's not just subjective.
Have a point to where you're like, if it gets here, I'm done.
Yes.
That's right.
And be able to chart it and say, here's where it is, up or down. It's performing above or below as expected.
Are you noticing maintenance trends? Are you noticing, to me, it's like, even if you're making money, say you bought a good home and you've got some good cash flow in it, but you're getting nicked and dinged every month 1 and 2 times for very small things, and you can't make it go away.
You can't make it go away.
I have one.
Sure.
We're working on rehabbing and selling.
I was gonna say, I bet you it wasn't built in the last 10 years.
Good night. It was 60 something years old.
That's right.
And it's,
I know exactly what it is.
and and you probably know where.
I know exactly what it is.
I can't get it right.
Because just when you get one thing done,
something else pops up.
yeah.
I'm experiencing a little bit of it. It's the most annoying thing ever, because I'm one of these owners now. At this point, it's like, we used to know a guy do half roofs, as goofy as that is. I don't do that. It's like, if they're half the roof, it's the whole roof, right? Let's just replace the roof. So I do that. So it's with everything.
Yes.
Something a little bit wrong here. We'll dig in a little deeper and let's just replace it. So I go overboard. So when I do that and things continue to pop up, it's time to sell. So that might not even be necessarily a financial indicator that you're losing. You're making less. But you might it might be something where you've got enough cash flow in there, or you own it outright, or whatever the scenario. It's separate from just cash flow. Maintenance trends. Are you getting beat up every month on maintenance trends? Are the houses in your area selling for less than what you purchased? These are some things that are pretty obvious. But I mean, are houses in the area selling for less, or better yet, for the same amount?
Right.
In 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah. That
might be an issue, and something that is an indicator for you that maybe not even necessarily to sell, but maybe to put this on your radar to watch to sell later.
Yeah.
Right. So that's good.
That's
a great
good.
point.
That is a great point.
Noticing to sell might not be that, hey, this weekend on Friday, I got to put a for sale sign in the yard.
Correct.
Selling, hey, I got to sell this when the time is
It's
right.
a watch list.
It's a watch
You're putting
list.
it on your watch list. Yeah, I like that.
That's right.
That's a good point.
So keeping your eye on market trends in those areas and things like that. And that's pretty easy to do. You can ask agents to send you stuff like that. So that's good. Are you seeing jobs in commerce slow down? Like, are you looking around? I mean, like, we've seen Summer Avenue here go up and down, right?
Yes.
Hey, things are leaving. All of a sudden now it's coming back. Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Chipotle, like growing area here on Summer Avenue now.
Rocking.
And for years it was like, man, we don't see any new development or any. Now it's changing.
Yeah.
I think you could keep the same monitor on your residential and your rental properties as well.
Yeah, and I think you can see from your property manager, it can go back to last week, whether you're doing it yourself or you're out of state using a property manager, keeping tabs on, hey, what's the crime in the act? Is there crime happening in the area? Are there squatters? So there's a little bit of a difference in my mind between criminals and then people who are just trying to find a place to
we got pockets of different
thieves and squatters. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, hey, what's happening in the neighborhood? If it's not, maybe not what you want. What's the vacancy trends like in the neighborhood?
Yes.
So things that are just not meeting your expectations.
And if you have a team built, you can gather that information.
That's right. Yes, I think that's good.
Are you seeing jobs in commerce slow down? All signs, needing to sell outside the obvious of losing money. So, I mean, today's not the longest podcast, but I wanted to make sure that we pointed out triggers, points.
Yeah.
Whereas you got some more.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, sometimes it's a trade. Life happens.
Okay.
And so you for whatever reason need to change your strategy, or you have an opportunity to use your capital in another way. So it's like, hey, I've got this portfolio here, but I can maybe transition it to this neighborhood, or take these 3 and go into this one. And
so you're saying it's not all about, hey, am I making money, losing money? Is it bad maintenance I'm getting calls on? But what you're saying, a time to sell might be another opportunity.
Yeah. Something happened in your life. I mean, maybe you got into this for one reason.
Yep.
And maybe it was funding, some kids' tuition or whatever, and now that time is coming. And so now it's the time to sell. Life happens kind of sell. It's not always underperformance that would lead to selling.
I can't tell you how many homes in our market I've sold more than once.
Yes.
Twice, 3, 4, and 5. I've got one.
And it's not always for underperforming.
No.
Or it didn't meet the expectations.
Coming in and out of the market. Hey, I bought 4 or 5 here. It is typically, because it's an out-of-state investor.
Yep.
I will say the one that you're bringing up here is maybe the most common. I've got another opportunity.
Yeah, it's right.
Because
That's what I'm
if you're out
saying.
of state and you're looking in here, you're looking at other stuff.
Yeah.
So there might be a time where you buy 2 or 3 here and it's like, hey, it's going okay there, but I found another opportunity in this area and I'd rather take it. That's also a reason to sell.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big one. I think a couple of things I had thought was like, don't, whether you have one house or multiple houses, evaluate them individually. You kind of alluded to it of like, hey, maybe we've got some houses that might, can hide, be subsidized. Just don't lie to yourself. Like, tell yourself the truth and let yourself see that you're subsidizing that house with other high performers if it is in a non-performing area or non-performing property. So just tell yourself the truth and live with it.
That comes from a little personal experience.
It comes from personal experience.
Yeah.
That's right. Of like, okay, here, I'm going to have to look at it, look at the red and know. So I think that's good. But kind of what we were saying there, that there's an opportunity. You got to evaluate all our opportunities.
Every single one of them. And that's also, another reason that you could possibly sell. So a lot of this was kind of obvious today. You got another one?
Oh, I got one last thing. When you're wrapping up, I got one last thing I say is that we talk a lot about you as a buyer agent, filling out the buyer profile, getting all that. But you're definitely the number one agent in Memphis based on transactions and dollar volume for the first half of this year, all last year, all of 2023. I mean, you're perpetually the leader, but a lot of that has to do is because of listings. You help people sell properties. You list properties. You're probably number one because you list so many properties for people who need to sell for whatever reason. So all I'm just saying is, hey, here is a chance. Not only are you an awesome buyer's agent, but Dean is an awesome seller's agent. If you have a property to sell, you need to call Dean. Email Dean at dean@CrestCore.com. I've heard that before.
Here, let me get this money out real quick and pay him. All right, man.
Because you list properties for sale.
No, you're right.
It's not just a buy thing.
I've got 78 listings right now, active.
Which I would bet is probably the leader on the MLS.
Top, maybe one or two. But still like 78 listings right now and opportunities. Some are better than others, but I've got those chances. And that is the truth, that half of my production numbers come from listings.
And I guess my point, another part of that point would be, if you think, listening on this, if you have something that you think you might want to sell or you want to evaluate, talk to Dean, because you can help people through that evaluation process.
Yeah, I can tell you what it can sell for and what it's worth, and you can choose to list it and sell it or not.
There you go.
That's great. Thanks for all that.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Dean at CrestCore.com. If you have any other questions about anything we talked today, time to sell, maybe you've got a property here, I'm happy to take a look at it. Just shoot me an email. Give me all the details that you can. We'll hop on a quick call and talk about it. You got anything else?
That's it.
All right. I will see you next week.
Bye-bye.